Hey now, good morning and happy Film Scoring Monday, PASW staff and clients and just friends that are joining us. Anyone that wants to play along or watch, this is, thanks for tuning in and hope you had a good restful weekend. So great job on the film scoring results from Here to Eternity. That was great. We looked at Watts Towers earlier. And today we're going to have fun with another film score where this is where I take out the music and you think about it. You think long and hard about it, and then you submit music to me. By tomorrow. It doesn't need to be by the end of today. By tomorrow, Tuesday is fine. And we talk about it. We see if it's going to be good. And these are getting a little bit more challenging, but this is how we learn. This is how we grow. I don't write the same piece of music every time. With each new piece, I try to grow, and I try. I don't know if it works, but at least I try. So we're gonna get a little magical today and talk about a movie and a composer you guys already know. You guys probably know way more about these movies. Well, I know you do than I do, but so help me along with this. We're gonna look at the very magical and mystical, fun movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So I assume, yes, so please help me. I assume this is Harry Potter Part 1, right? But they each have a title, but Sorcerer's Stone is the first Harry Potter. I think I've seen 2 Harry Potters, maybe, when they came out, but I'm not well versed, so I don't think I have seen all 50 of them, or I'm just teasing. Maybe 9? Are they 9? So anyway, so everybody knows Harry Potter. We need to get over there though. So let's leave Watts and let's leave LA and let's get over to the castle. Let's go over to England where they filmed this thing. So the budget was $125 million, huge budget. It makes $1 billion though, so that's a very small investment and a great return. So for the most part, it was written by J.K. Rowling, right? And it's a children's novel about Harry Potter, right? A boy who learns on his 11th birthday that he's the orphan son of 2 powerful wizards and possesses magical powers. And then he's summoned to go and study at this place, Hogwarts, and which is this kind of English boarding school and for wizards. And there he meets his friends and his buddies, and they discover things together. The first manuscript was rejected by 12 publishing houses before Bloomsbury finally picked it up. So just think, she's the best, and she still got rejected 12 times. So that says a lot. I'm not sure what it says exactly, but it says a lot about society and art and all that stuff. So just, I guess the point is don't stop and don't give up. But she was kind of poor. The author did not have a real income at the time and was living off welfare benefits when she was writing this thing. So and now she's a billionaire. She's the richest author in the world. So that's pretty amazing. So this movie comes out 2001, and a few weeks ago we did Amelie. Amelie came out in 2001. We've talked about the year 2001 being an extremely horrible, stressful year for America and for the world, and what happened in September. But this movie is also in that same year. So directed by Chris Columbus. Great director. Did Mrs. Doubtfire, which is a lot of fun. Did Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. Of course, scored by John Williams, who we talk about. It's hard not to talk about any film class without mentioning this gentleman's name. A gentleman, he's 89, so he's still a gentleman, but born in 1932. His music makes this movie so much more magical and wonderful, and it stands on its own.
I got a call from Warner Brothers saying that they were going to do a promotional reel of Harry Potter for which they had no music, and would I create some theme, some music that might be used. So what I wrote was what became Hedwig's theme, which I wrote sight unseen. And when people at Warner's and others heard the music, they felt that it was perfectly appropriate for the film, I was happy to say.
Williams kind of grew up in North Hollywood, went to North Hollywood High School, graduated in 1950, went to UCLA, studied music, studied composition, studied piano. He went to LACC too for one semester. We looked at LACC because that's where Herb Alpert donated all the money, the Herb Alpert School of Music. This was, of course, way before then. Studied jazz piano, and then went on to Juilliard to study, which is, considered one of the best music schools in the world. And after Juilliard, worked as a jazz pianist, playing in nightclubs. So John Williams was a jazz piano player before becoming a successful composer. And he holds the Academy Award record for the most nominations for a living person. That is 52 nominations as of this year. Gosh, amazing. And he writes using pencil and paper. He does not use computers. So he's still old school. He just, next to his Steinway piano, just writes it down with pencil and paper, just like the composers we've looked at, Mozart and Beethoven. One of the most beautiful things about Hedwig's theme is the celesta. So we've talked about the instruments. Celesta, it's bell-like sounding. It's a keyboard. We've heard it in Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker with the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's one of my favorite instruments. So that's kind of the main instrument, or the beginning instrument of what you're hearing. You're hearing a celesta instrument, which is especially great for something like magical like this. So the scene that we're going to score this is the first time that they see Hogwarts. So up until the moment, they've just imagined what this Hogwarts School of Witchcraft is going to look like. And this is finally where they take them to the castle. It's great. It's so magical. You guys have probably seen this, but this is the first time they actually see Hogwarts in a boat. So let's take a look at the scene with the music. So special, so just it really gives you chills because it's really, the scenery, special effects, the lighting, the cinematography, it's just A+. It is. It's so excellent, just gorgeous, and the score it's such a magical theme. I love it. Okay, let's see what it looks like without the music. What do you think? Visually it's still there. It's still just gorgeous visually, but it needs a score. It's going to need something really great that comes up with. So think of something. You're going to have to use some of your wizard-like skills, meaning I'd like it to be a little bit magical sounding. Remember, this is not, this is kind of, a young adult, kid-like fantasy film. So make it be, not nursery rhymes, but it can be, there can be choirs. You hear the choir in there, but it's semi-spooky fantasy-like music. So it's got to be something like that. it's got to be grand. This is the first time they've seen the castle. They've heard about it, and you can see their expressions are just, you know, they're so ooh and ahs. And so it's got to, I want it to be very magical. That's the thing. No lyrics, because that wouldn't be right, unless you can find a song that's called Hogwarts Castle and some guy's singing about Hogwarts. But even then, that wouldn't work. So no lyrics, something magical, something that's going to fit the Harry Potter theme. If you send in a rock song, I don't think that's going to work, because the movie's not about rock music, or, you know, they don't form a band or anything like that. So keep true to the story that they're going to a wizard school, and there's going to be a lot of magic and witchcraft and, you know, fun things ahead. So I know you'll come up with something very special, very good. So that's film scoring for Harry Potter. I've said it all with that. So get it to me by tomorrow, and you know, we're gonna have a great week. So good to be back. Well rested weekend. Love you, miss you, and you know, see you tomorrow.